Well, good evening, everyone. It is Drew again, and with the WaveNet advent, if you'll have it that way, um, I've had some people ask me about the green shadow becoming a thing for Noob in a future release of a ROM hack that will remain unnamed for now, for obvious reasons. So I set about seeing what I could do to make it. And I apologize if the name of this video is clickbaity or just baity in general, but it is what it is, but it is also true in a way. So here's what we have. So the first thing that I did was I applied Nightwolf's shadow effect to Noob, and I'll go ahead and demonstrate that right now. So here's Nightwolf. All right, now here's Noob. I'm going to duck Nightwolf so the whole thing comes through. So if you saw that, I'll do it in slow motion. You will see where we get one shadow and then it goes away. And I'm going to show you why that happened. This gets a little bit into the weeds, so I apologize for that, but we'll continue on. I've set a breakpoint, and what this breakpoint does is it's stopping in this piece of code down here. And this piece of code right here, or from this FFB520F0 here, you may have to zoom in on this in your video. And what we're doing here is this routine is checking for horizontal velocity. And so we're moving this value at the 40 hex offset to A0, and then we're comparing that value. And you will see that the value in A0 is indeed 0. So because of that, we only get one shadow made. So we'll go ahead and play this through. And you'll see where there's the one shadow. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the actual WaveNet. How I was able to create this within a ROM hack. So I will show it, and then I'll show you how we made it work. So we have Noob and Nightwolf, and once again, proof of concept. I'm just going to do a shoulder charge with Nightwolf, and then I'm going to duck Nightwolf, and then we'll do the shadow, or I'm sorry, the teleport slam with shadow with Noob. There it is. Now let's slam him here, and we'll slam him again, and we'll uppercut him. Just like they did in the WaveNet teaser at the end of the last trailer video. So I actually was able to mess around with some cool stuff as well. But I want to show you by resetting this breakpoint that basically what I did was I bypassed the horizontal velocity check. So we're going to run this again. And you see this window, this command here now says NOP or no op, which means it's still moving the value of the velocity of the horizontal velocity into the A0 register, but in this case, it is not doing anything with it. So because of that, we're going to run through the breakpoints, and you'll see it does the same thing. And I can do this with Nightwolf as well. And you'll see where it's the same routine that runs. So we're going to go through it. Now, one thing I want to show everyone is there's a reason that they did this. So when somebody's in the corner, we don't get excessive shadows. All right, so if we look at this, hang on, I'm going to have to reset that. Have to get him into the corner here, and then we'll do it. So we'll duck Noob, and then you see a lot of shadows get created there. So, and in the original one, let's see, make sure I have this right. Yep. Okay. The original routine, when that check runs and there is no horizontal velocity, so Nightwolf, when he's charging in the corner, has no horizontal velocity, you will see that he only has the one shadow. And that's done by design, to where if he's in the corner or somebody's in the corner and there's a whole bunch of movement like that, that the shadows aren't going to get repetitively created and maybe create kind of an odd looking effect. So I'm interested to see, though, if the developers, when they did Noob's shadow, if they did some kind of call out to where if it's Noob, don't run the velocity check, or if Nightwolf is going to have extra shadows in the corner. So, you know, I guess we'll have to see when it comes out what we get out of that. But one last thing I want to show you is I had a little bit of fun with this. I believe it is this one. I took the ghost shadows for all the male ninjas, and they show up there. So Noob gets, oh my goodness. Same there. And then I think this one might do the same thing. Yep, that one's the same thing. And then I think we have one. Where is it? Is it this one? Yeah, it's just the alternate palettes for the male ninjas. The player 3, like the third palettes in that ROM hack. Goes up and it gets them. So yeah, you can do all kinds of cool stuff with the effect. And again, proof of concept, it doesn't affect Nightwolf. So, but yeah, that is what I wanted to show you in this video. So you could actually say that I recreated, I suppose, the Noob shadow for his Teleslam. There it is. So there you go. Kind of cool. All right, well, that's just what I wanted to show everybody. So excited for the WAVENET version of UMK3 to come out with MK Legacy Collection. And we'll have some things to pick apart and analyze. Always fun to do. So thanks for watching this and tuning in. And if you've made it this far, let me know what you're looking forward to the most in Legacy Collection. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Take care.